the power source. Of course, that would be the intended ultimate goal. But we created a sleep shirt which takes heart rate and activity and combines them to wake you when you're most active within a certain time period. So in our app, we have a alarm start time and alarm end time. So if you are not active within that time period, it'll ring at the end of that time. That's so that if you set it up for the latest you have to wake up, and then sometime before, it will wake you up at your optimal time, or at the very least when you're supposed to be waking up. You also have a wake up threshold, which is a number between 0 and 10, which dictates how active or how awake you want to be when you're woken up.
It's kind of like the sensitivity of it. So like a 0 would be if you roll over, then it'll wake you up. And a 10 would be if you're having night terrors or a seizure, then it'll wake you up.
Possibly. And that'll be only if it's really intense seizures.
Like you have to be like dying.
So, you just easily set the time by scrolling through to set the start and the end time. So we'll set the start time to have already happened and the end time to be some later time. It also helpfully shows you your current wakeability, which, because he just moved a little bit, is about a 3 right now. We have the current wake up threshold as 6. So if we set the alarm, it shows that it's set. And if he makes a little bit of a motion or somehow increases his movement a bit, so turn around, so he rolls over in bed slightly, that means eventually
it's set up to go like trigger every like 20 seconds or so it like averages out your movement.
We lost connection with Bluetooth. Hold on a second. Now we're good. We're back.
Back in business.
Well, it waits for, hold on a second.
Guys have 10
minutes. Okay. Now, if he rolls over in bed, the current wake-up threshold is still at 6. So he's rolled over, a pretty big rollover. Somebody pushed him over, really.
He fell off his bed.
He got to a 6. So what we're saying is if it's above that, so when you set it to be a 6, you really have to be waking up. That means if we set the wake-up threshold to be lower, say a 4, then if he rolls over again, it should be going off, is the result of that. So reset, set it off. Roll over one more time. I'll see if
I'll give 20 minutes to wake me up, don't worry.
that got to a 4. You're barely wakeable. Wasn't much better. Do some jumping jacks.
Yeah, Tim's
That's what I did last
week.
There we go.
So yeah, we've been toying with the sensitivity of that, and we're finding that the accelerometer is not that consistent. So sometimes, like, we could set it to a really high number, and then it would go off if you like blinked. So we're having problems with the accelerometer's consistency, but overall it works.
What are you measuring? Accelerometer on the side, and then what's on your nipples?
These are my extra ones here. These
Heart
are
rate
heart rate
at the nipples, and so
For personal pleasure.
we found out that people pretty much enjoy it when you place those there. No, we found that heart rate is a much harder test of wakeability, so
judges your wakeability.
Have you tested it overnight yet?
we have not.
No,
No.
we haven't.
I don't particularly want that alarm waking me up, so once we change the sound, I might be more willing.
Do you guys have sleep
I don't
time?
like sleeping with things on
The app?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
your phone
use
app.
Sleepbot, but yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Put your phone down.
You know,
Cool.
All right, great, good job.
Nice.